Welcome to Next Generation Introduces, a series of films where we introduce a number of different job roles in theatre. The actors on stage are part of a much bigger team of people who all have a part to play in making theatre happen. The Next Generation initiative is designed to support the development of young people interested in pursuing a career in theatre, and we hope these short films are a useful guide to some of the different jobs that exist and some of the different routes into the profession. In this film, Next Generation introduces the Marketing and Press Officer. My name is Abigail Sewell and I am a theatre director. To put on a production, I need to work with a team of creative people. As well as the actors, these include the set and costume designer, the lighting designer, the sound designer, and sometimes a musical director and choreographer. But as well as creating a great show, we need people to know about it. We need to sell tickets to an audience, and we need to let people know about any events and activities that are happening alongside the production, such as workshops for schools, director talks, and theatre tours. We also need to tell newspapers, TV, and radio about the show and invite them to come and review it. And we might want to invite donors and funders who give the theatre money and members of the theatre's board. And we might also do a special ticket offer for the local community or other groups that we want to encourage to see the show. This all takes a lot of communication, and the people responsible for getting the right messages out in the right way to the right people are the marketing and press officers, sometimes called media relations. In a large theatre, different people would be employed to do each of these roles, whereas in a smaller theatre, one person would look after marketing and press. We asked Katie Greenwood and Lucy Thomas at the Nottingham Theatre Royal to explain a bit more about their roles and what skills and experience are needed to be marketing and press officers.
My name is Katie Greenwood. I'm a marketing officer at the Theatre Royal and Royal Concert Hall in Nottingham. I've worked here for almost 4 years, and my job is to tell everybody about the shows that are coming to the venue and get you to buy tickets. So it's working with promoters and press to get the message out of what's coming and get it to the right people so that they know what's happening and come and buy tickets. So I did my degree in English and Performing Arts because that's what I enjoyed at school, and when I graduated I walked into my local theatre, which was the Garrick in Lichfield, and said, I want to work in the theatre and I don't know what job I want to do, but I know that it's got to be here. And they gave me some casual hours in lots of different departments, which was really good because I think it gave me a really rounded view of how the theatre works. And they asked me to cover some marketing hours to give the marketing team some help, and I found out that I could get paid to talk about the thing that I loved, which just seemed like a no-brainer. So that's how I got into the job. I think what I really love about this job is it allows me to be really creative. I can think outside the box and do different things with my marketing campaigns. I get to meet brilliant people off stage. The thing about this industry is that people work in the arts because they love it, and so my team, the people that I work with every day, are super passionate about what they do, and that's just a wonderful atmosphere to be in. The job changes all the time because the way that we speak to people changes all the time, where there's always new technology to be explored, new social media networks. So Facebook has changed a lot since I started this job, and the way that we advertise to people and the way we speak to people on Facebook has changed a lot. Twitter has become a little bit more popular now. There's a lot of new social media apps like Instagram and TikTok. So you have to understand how those networks are used by people and the way to speak to people across all of those different networks. The systems that we use are updated all the time and change all the time. So you have to stay on top of the technology and make sure that you're keeping up that training, keeping up the ways of communicating with people. I think the advice that I would give to a young person who is thinking about a career in arts marketing is to see as much theatre as you can, even if you think it's something you're not going to like, because the best advice I can give you is to understand how your customer thinks. And if you think, well, that's rubbish and I don't really like dance, for example, you're never going to connect with your audiences in the way that you need to be able to speak to them in a way that's genuine. So just go and see it and try and understand what it is about that particular genre or that particular performer that they like, because that's going to give you so much information on how to speak to them. And you might find that you love it. I just would get involved. I think it's a wonderful industry to work in. It's so much fun. The people are so passionate. So if this is something that you love, get involved, because it's just the best place you'll work.
My name is Lucy Thomas. I'm the Press and PR Manager at the Theatre Royal and the Royal Concert Hall in Nottingham. And my role really is to publicise, it's very simple actually, it's to publicise what's on, what's coming to the theatre and to the Royal Concert Hall, and also to help raise the profile of the building itself. So I got into this role simply by seeing it advertised. I had no experience in press and PR, I had no experience working in theatre. So what I would say to a young person thinking about a career in theatre is go for it. If you see a job advertised and it looks like something you really want to do, just go for it, because someone's got to get that job, and it could be you. If you can demonstrate how much you would like to do it, if you can demonstrate that you have the key skills they need, go for it. Be my advice. What I enjoy most about this job is meeting lots of different people. So my job in press and PR is all about people. It's about visiting companies, it's about journalists, it's about customers, audiences, my colleagues, it's all about people. I also find a lot of job satisfaction when a project I've been working on or an activity that I've been planning comes off really well and we get really good coverage out of it. That feeling is brilliant when you see that piece on TV, or you hear it on the radio, or you read it in the newspaper, magazine, and you think, I did that, there's a lot of work went into that, and that's the result. The advice I would give to anyone looking for a career in arts, marketing or press would be confident in your own abilities. If you are a good people person, if you've got those communication skills, this could be for you. If you are happy to be in a room full of people you've never met before, if you're a confident speaker but also a really good listener, if you've got those skills, as well as obviously good copywriting skills, good writing skills, this really could be such a good career for you, because it's so wonderful to be able to work in the performing arts. If you're not necessarily a performer yourself, but you love this world, this is such a great career choice.
At the RSC, alongside the roles of marketing and press officers, we also have a communications officer. To explain more about her role, Narinda Mantel has answered some questions sent in by Year 10 students at Bluecoat Beechdale Academy in Nottingham.
Hi, my name's Narinda Mantel and I'm a communications officer at the Royal Shakespeare Company, and I'm here to tell you a bit more about my job. And to do that, I'm going to answer some questions that have been sent to me from Jessica, Paige, Delphina and Roshi, all Year 10 students at Bluecoat Beechdale Academy in Nottingham. So the role of the communications officer is all about internally and externally promoting the work of the organisation. And this can be done by the press, by social media, talking to government ministers and MPs, right through to communicating with staff in the organisation. Well, I absolutely adore writing and finding a positive story. And being able to effectively communicate those to as many people as possible is really thrilling for me. As my job is all about supporting the RSC, you end up having to learn a lot about different areas of the work that we're doing, from how we support young people in education, right through to how we deal with building works via planning applications, through to how our costumes are made in Shakespeare's hometown of Stratford-upon-Avon. It never is a dull day. To be a communications officer, I think you need to be someone who's really nosy and really interested in what's going on around them. So then you can help identify all those positive stories that are going on in your organisation, and that you're able to internally and externally promote those. You also need to be someone who's really patient and understanding, with a can-do attitude, and you also have to be super organised. And I also would say being friendly and accommodating also really helps.
I hope that has given you an insight into the roles of marketing, press and communications officers. If you'd like further information about the RSC's Next Generation programme, please visit the website You can also find links to our network of theatre partners who might be able to support you with more local opportunities. Our thanks to Katie Greenwood, Lucy Thomas and their colleagues at the Nottingham Theatre Royal and Concert Hall, and to Narinda Mantel here at RSC for sharing their knowledge and experience. Thanks to Jessica, Paige, Delphina, Roche and their teachers at Bluecoat Beechdale Academy in Nottingham for their brilliant questions.